You see, whether you like these two persons I'm displaying on the front of my screen, like them or hate them, that will not take away the fact that they both represent something good for Nigeria and Nigerians at a point or the other. I mean, Omoyele Sowore and the rightest president himself, VDM. These two people, they seems to be allergic to the wrongs in the society. Before you harassed me from the beginning, I have not told you in any way that they are both sent. They are not sent. They cannot be sent. They are Nigerians. They are just among you and I. But when it comes to fighting injustice, fighting oppression, trying to get rid of the wrongs, they are at the forefront in their various capacity and in their various ways. Omoyele Sowore, in his own part, have been on the forefront of fighting against poor and bad governance. From his early days, right from his days in the SUG, in the campus, he has been on that till date. He's still on it. That is because Nigeria has remained a failed state. If Nigeria has been able to become what it ought to be by now, at least Omoyele Sowore should have retired from being a protester. But till date, he still protests. Even in recent time, we've seen him even lead a protest to the police headquarters. The same police that have over the time been used to attack, brutalize, detain him, he has taken the fight to making the police, especially the lower officers, get a better welfare and be treated well in the course of doing their job. Sowore has fought for so many Nigerians. You can't take that away from him. That at a point he wanted to be president or that he still wants to be president is because he's not seen anybody who he believes would have the boldness, the guts to step on toes when and where necessary in terms of fixing Nigeria. So you cannot blame him. You can hate him for that, but don't blame him. He is a product of a failed society. So does VDM. VDM does the work that our law enforcement agency should be doing. Everything VDM is being known for today ought to have been the job of the police, the security, the law enforcement agency. But we have a very failed system where the law enforcement agencies have been so much compromised that corruption has become their other names. Whatever goes to them, the highest bidder have it. But VDM came in and has done a whole lot of positive things in regards to that front. To the extent that sometimes he has to stake his life on the line. By the process, he has created a whole lot of enemies. All of these are because VDM live in a failed society. In a society where there is law, where there is order, where there are institutions that function, VDM would never be VDM today. Everything VDM is fighting for or is fighting against ought to have been picked up by the police, the DSS, NAFDAC, name them, NAPTIP. These people have failed unanimously and put together. They are a bunch of failures. So hence, the likes of VDM coming to fame. You may as well hate him for that, but if you think what he has done or what he's doing is easy, you try it. Putting his life on the line, on the risk, in between fire, creating more enemies in the process. I wonder how these guys have time for themselves, as in how they rest. These are product of a failed system, whether you like it or not. So sometimes when you hate on these guys, remember it's not their fault that they became what they are. We had a society that needed more people like this. That's why the likes of us, even though we don't have that energy, that finance, that ability to be at the forefront like they are doing, but verbally at the comfort of wherever we are trying to contribute our quota. If Nigeria was working like Europe, like Britain, like America, China, I would not sit here and be telling you how to get a better Nigeria, how to fix INEC. I will only be trying to entertain you if I want to be on the social media. You understand? I'll be entertaining you, trying to see if I can come up with comedy, funny skit that can make you laugh and ease yourself maybe after a busy day at work. But today here am I, shouting. Sometimes you see the veins in my neck. Look at my forehead. I will shout and shout and shout the same way I have sleepless night, cracking my head and thinking, will Nigeria continue like this? Is Nigeria supposed to continue like this? Because of what Nigeria has become, we need so many Sowore, we need so many VDM, we need so many Aisha Yusuf, we need so many Dele Farotimi, anybody that can talk against the wrongs. We need them in multiple fold until Nigeria is fixed. It is obvious. So when I look at these two people and I look at those hating on them, I just like, well, that's how it is. Every good thing is always attract critics and attacks. So they are not sent to, like I said before, they are not sent and they could not have been sent. But you must respect them. They are what the bad society we find ourselves, have produced. And what they surrender themselves to become is not easy. Would you be able to pass through the level of torture Showore is passing through? Why is Showore being tortured every now and then? Being brutalized by the police? Why? Is Showore a criminal? No. All he asks for is a better Nigeria. A better Nigeria for who? For you and I. Showore would have been an American citizen. He turned it down because he felt his motherland deserved better and he has been fighting for it. Here dey body Showore dey body, but then give it to him. VDM, give it to them. But in all, they are both product of what? A failed system, a failed country. What do you think? Let me see your thoughts and comments at the comment section. See you there.